So today we are going to talk about SAP Ariba, as you may know. Ariba is not a SAP company. It was their own company. I think it was established in 1996. Ariba was established. And then they were very good in procurement solution, business applications and procurement solution. They went to cloud solution in 2000. Some were 12, 11 or some sorry. Not exactly. I could not recall the year. And they're very good in networking also. So SAP has proposed them in 2012. They want to reach to the global level. So if it is Ariba as a standalone Ariba, they will not be able to reach to many business network. They want to have a wider range. So that's why they accepted Ariba acquisition by SAP. Since 2000. In Ariba, SAP has acquired it in 2012. From 2012 onwards, it was provided only as a cloud solution. Ariba was available as a on-premise as well as cloud solution. On-premise. You already know what is the standard procedure of operating an on-premise solution, because the consultants or the engineers need to be at the client's location and install the application, do all the testing. Once you go live, provide your support and then you will be leaving from the project. Coming to the cloud solution. It is no more required. It is an application you can able to access anywhere in the world. That would be the main advantage. And also you don't need to maintain hardware costs as well as installations by engineers visiting to your place. That is not required. And hardware cost itself is a huge component because you need to have air conditioning and a cool environment to maintain your servers. If there is some damage that has happened that is affected to you only, I mean your company. And that will be a huge loss. Now, since Ariba is a cloud platform which is providing a solution, it is the responsibility with SAP to maintain the server available for 24/7. And they could take care of the security functions as well as application functions. So mostly recent past. The downtime of Ariba is limited to 19.5 or something like that. That means only a few hours in 3 months. So for a 3-month period. If you're taking about 6 hours or 4 hours, that will be the downtime. So Ariba was providing that continuity support. They are having different data centers located, for example, in US and in Gulf side it is established in Saudi Arabia. So what is this data center? When your client is taking Ariba application, that will be on a particular data center. So all your related data will be maintained in that particular data center. Earlier it was from US and UK. What happened is Gulf countries wanted their data to be maintained in their own region. They don't want to be maintained in external region. These are all part of overgrowth from all the data restriction where you do not want to maintain your data in another country. So they're establishing more and more data centers. That's a different topic. This is at least to have an overview. This will help you. And the platform which Ariba launched is called Software as a Service. So that means Ariba will SAP will build the application. You will be using that application like an end user, not an end user. You will be subscribing to the Ariba application. You will be utilizing it. So, during normal deployment, what you will be taking is you will be taking your business requirements. First consultant will visit the client premises. Here the advantage, before even you visit the client premises, already salespeople might have approached them and they might have already discussed the product features. And they will be telling you we are going ahead with only one module, our suite integrated module. So half of the work is already established. So now you need to go to the client's place, explain a provided demo. As a proof of concept, you will be providing a demo like how the application will be. What is the feature center, whether that will suit your customer requirement or not. If there is any additional things that are required that you need to work with SAP. If that functionality is available, they will enable it. If that functionality is not available, they will suggest for a workaround and wait for another period until that application gets developed. So SAC is the platform, software is the solution. Ariba takes up that. Sorry, Ariba provides the application. That is only end-user access. So basically, your client will be needing only URL and a password. Again, it is a single sign-on. Single sign-on is possible, so that you can integrate with your existing authentication method and you can able to log in. That is a very brief about the Ariba side. What is Ariba? And since, as I mentioned once, it is SAP has acquired, so it is having a good wide range. So in 2012, the peak has been established. 2017 and 18 onwards, the sales value of Ariba has gone into a phenomenal increase and they were unable to provide a support. There is that is again a different topic. So when we raise the tickets with SAP for some configuration or some bugs or some issues or whatever you're raising so that the response time is taking time. So then, Ariba has internally acknowledged that there is a huge demand because there is a lot of deployment. There are no such resources that are available to handle that, because they are the product owners. So they know what is the coding and all. It is not available for the other. So they need to provide the training and other activities for a new process also. That is taking time. Ariba is continuously putting efforts to increase the support. Reduce support time. So the architecture, the overlay, if you're seeing so, will be having a buyer account. Similarly, supplier will be having one account. This is basically called network. We'll be having Ariba network account as a buyer account, as a supplier account. And the third one will be sourcing and contracts, or Ariba, spend management. We can call any number of ways. Over the outside market. You will be hearing different names. One may be sourcing or contract management. Supplier management, Ariba Buy, Ariba Invoicing Suite, Integration, Cloud Solution, Web Services. All are related to this particular module, which will be, this is a one-user interface. And in user interface. If you're seeing, this will be one user interface. Buyer account will be one user interface. Supplier account will be one interface. So we'll be having access to Ariba spend management through a URL and password. Once we enter username and password, you will be able to log in into the Ariba spend management. Similarly, the integration between this and buyer account. This is seamless integration. That means it's in the back end. Ariba, take care. Whatever you perform here that is available in buyer account. So the communication, for example a PR, is sent to the supplier. R is sent to a supplier. This is a simple scenario. The P R is created in Ariba Spend Management. It will be immediately available in Buyer. Buyer Network. Through Buyer Network, it will be communicated to the supplier network. So each buyer and supplier will be having different ANID. It is called Ariba Network ID. Again. Now Ariba is replacing the name calling as Ariba Network into SAP Business Network. No more, it is calling Ariba Network. It is calling as SAP Business Network. You may be in some time. You will not even see SAP Business Network because SAP has acquired. So they don't want to continue using this Ariba network or the network. Functionality has been increased to a vast value. So that means even you can able to collaborate with the Ariba supply network. Without Ariba also, you can able to communicate. That is the reason that has been expanded. So business network it is calling. So from P R to supplier, you'll be having one environment called Ariba Spend Management. Buyer will be one environment. Supplier will be one environment. The supplier part will be taken care by the supplier itself. We are not going to entertain or we are not going to take care of any support-related issues. What will happen? The supplier will be contacting 24/7, support or whatever. Based on their agreement with the Ariba, they will be having their own access. So the support will be taken care by them. So, as a consultant, then we are going to provide support only to these two. A. The spend management, the buyer network. These two are our areas of handling responsibility. Before I continue, is it clear? So far, whatever I have explained. Regarding this network, there are three types of things. You have said right.